The morning light crept into the bedroom, but it didn't bring warmth, only a hollow silence. Taehyung sat on the edge of the bed, his fingers tangled in the bedsheet, staring at Jungkook, who was still asleep. He looked so peaceful, as if he hadn't ripped Taehyung's heart apart days ago. As if the betrayal never happened. As if everything really was back to normal. Taehyung let out a shaky breath. His chest felt heavy, his stomach sick. He couldn't understand how Jungkook could smile at him, touch him, hold him, like his affair had never existed. When Jungkook stirred awake, his arms immediately snaked around Taehyung's waist, pulling him close. "Good morning, baby," he murmured, pressing his lips to Taehyung's shoulder. The tenderness burned like acid. "Jungkook," Taehyung's voice was low, almost broken. "Do you really think this can just go away? That you can erase it with a kiss?" Jungkook stilled. His hand froze on Taehyung's skin, grip tightening slightly. "I told you it meant nothing. I told you it's over. Why do you keep holding on to it?" Taehyung turned to face him, tears brimming in his eyes. "Because it's me who's bleeding, Jungkook. You may have ended it, but I'm the one living with the wound you gave me." For the first time, Jungkook's confident facet faltered. His gaze softened, guilt flickering through his dark eyes. Yet, instead of apologizing, he reached forward and cupped Taehyung's face. "I can't lose you, Taehyung," Jungkook whispered. "So even if you hate me, I'll hold on to you. Even if you don't trust me, I'll make you stay." Taehyung's tears finally fell, his voice breaking. "But holding me like this when I'm shattered isn't love, Jungkook. It's selfishness." The silence that followed was deafening. Two hearts lying side by side, yet an ocean apart. The morning sunlight streamed through the curtains, golden and warm, but inside, the air was heavy. Taehyung sat at the edge of the bed, head bowed, while Jungkook hummed softly in the kitchen, pretending everything was fine. The sound of clinking dishes felt like knives against Taehyung's heart. How can he act like nothing happened? When Jungkook finally appeared with 2 cups of coffee, his smile was too soft, too practiced. "Here, Hyung, you like it with extra sugar, right?" Taehyung took the cup, his hands trembling slightly. "You think coffee will fix what you broke?" His voice cracked, low but sharp. Jungkook froze. "I'm trying, Tae. Can't we just move forward?" Taehyung looked up, his eyes glassy with unshed tears. "Move forward? You shattered me, Jungkook. You held someone else while I was here waiting for you. Do you know what that did to me?" Silence. Jungkook's lips parted, but no words came. Taehyung stood, his chest rising and falling with heavy breaths. "I can't let you pretend this never happened. If you really want me back, you'll have to fight for me. Not with smiles, not with coffee, not with pretending. With honesty." The tension hung in the room like a storm about to break. Taehyung sat on the balcony, his fingers curled tightly around the cold railing. The city lights blurred before his eyes, but it wasn't a night fog, it was the tears he kept refusing to shed. Inside, he heard Jungkook's laughter. Carefree. As if nothing had broken between them. As if that one night, that one confession, hadn't shattered Taehyung's world. The sound cut through him like glass. When Jungkook finally stepped outside, holding 2 cups of tea, he smiled faintly. "You'll catch a cold out here." His voice was too casual, too calm, as if this was any ordinary evening. Taehyung turned, his eyes sharp. Why? Why was Jungkook pretending? Why was he acting like they hadn't been ripped apart by betrayal? You think T fixes this? Taehyung's voice cracked. You think, if you smile enough, I'll forget? Jungkook's hand trembled slightly, the cups rattling. But he set them down and faced him, jaw tight. What do you want me to do, Taehyung? Cry every night? Beg on my knees forever? Taehyung's lips parted in disbelief. No. I just want you to acknowledge what you did. To stop pretending like I don't matter. The silence stretched, heavy and suffocating. Finally, Jungkook's voice dropped low, rough. You matter more than you'll ever know. That's the problem, Taehyung. You've always mattered too much. And for the first time, his mask cracked, just slightly, revealing the guilt hiding underneath. Jungkook sat on the edge of the bed, hands clasped together, staring at the floor. No one was around, but he felt the weight of Taehyung's gaze as if it were pressing down on him. He had tried, oh, how hard he had tried, to act like everything was fine. Smiles, jokes, pretending like the affair had never happened. But every time he looked at Taehyung, every time he heard him laugh or see him move around the apartment, it twisted in his chest like a knife. I hurt him. I broke him. And yet, he hated himself for the part of him that still wanted Taehyung's touch, still wanted to feel that warmth. Jungkook's phone buzzed with another message. Taehyung, why are you so quiet? He didn't answer. He couldn't. Because if he replied, if he admitted how guilty, how desperate, how much he still loved Taehyung, it would all come spilling out. And he wasn't ready to face that yet, not fully. Finally, he whispered to himself, voice breaking, I can't pretend anymore. And for the first time in days, Jungkook let the tears fall. Taehyung had been watching quietly from the doorway. Jungkook, curled up on the bed, shoulders trembling, tears staining his cheeks. The sight made something twist in Taehyung's chest, equal parts guilt, anger, and possessive need. Why didn't you tell me? Taehyung's voice was low, almost a growl, as he stepped closer. Jungkook flinched but didn't hide. I didn't want to be weak in front of you. Taehyung knelt beside him, hand brushing away the tears. Weak? You think this makes you weak? His thumb grazed Jungkook's lips, warm and insistent. You think showing me this pain will make me leave? No, it makes me want to hold you tighter. Jungkook's breath caught, his body leaning instinctively into Taehyung's touch. You don't have to say anything, Taehyung interrupted, pressing his forehead to Jungkook's. I see you. I see all of it. Every tear, every hurt, every part you tried to hide. And I'm not letting you go. Not now, not ever. Jungkook's hands found Taehyung's chest, gripping him like a lifeline. His voice broke. I can't lose you. Taehyung's lips captured his in a kiss that was slow at first, teasing, tender, then deepening with raw, desperate need. Every ounce of possessiveness, every hidden fear, every moment of jealousy and love, poured into that kiss. It wasn't just passion. It was reclamation. It was both of them, broken and desperate, trying to hold on to each other before the world tore them apart again. The apartment was quiet, but the air was thick with unspoken words. Jungkook rested against Taehyung's chest, feeling the steady rhythm of his heartbeat. It should have been comforting, but every pulse reminded him of everything they lost and everything they had yet to rebuild. Taehyung's arms tightened around him. You don't have to pretend anymore, Kook. Not with me, I know, Jungkook whispered, voice barely audible. But it's hard. I can't just erase what happened. And I can't pretend it never hurt. I'm not asking you to, Taehyung said, pressing a kiss to the top of Jungkook's head. I'm asking you to let me stay. To let me fight for you, every day if I have to. Jungkook tilted his head back, meeting Taehyung's gaze. His dark eyes were filled with a storm of emotions: guilt, longing, fear, and desire. And if I keep hurting? If I push you away? Taehyung cupped his face, thumb brushing his cheek. Then I'll hold on tighter. I'll take every push, every doubt, every wall you put up, because I can't let you go. Not now. Not ever. For the first time in days, Jungkook allowed himself to relax. Not completely. Not fully. But enough to feel the warmth, the security, the undeniable pull between them. The slow burn of reconciliation had begun. Broken pieces were starting to fit together. And though the pain lingered, both of them knew one thing: neither would let go without a fight.